and more people are beginning to recognize that sugar is addictive. Even if you don't have any weight to lose, you might want to consider cutting out sugar. The reason being, it causes so many problems within your body. It causes inflammation, moodiness, and all sorts of other diseases, including cancer and diabetes. So I would encourage people to consider going sugar free. The problem with going sugar free, besides it being in so many of the foods we eat these days, is that those that are labeled as sugar free have artificial sweeteners in them, and these might be even worse. These are chemicals that are typically neurotoxins, which means that they're basically poisonous to our brains and our bodies. And I know that when I had gone sugar free, I did switch to artificial sweeteners and I felt like I was not addicted to them, but they were wreaking havoc on my stomach and my digestive system. And I didn't even realize it until one day I was encouraged to cut out the artificial sweeteners. It was really hard, but I decided to do that. And I can't believe how much better I felt. I still had some problems with my stomach, but it's mostly much better. And I realized all the chemicals that are also added to processed foods are were causing problems as well. And so now I'm trying to cut those out as well. Anything that says natural flavorings, for instance, who would have guessed that something called natural flavorings are actually chemicals and bad for your body? It's just very disappointing that so much of our food is unhealthy. And so I am faced with eating from the outside track of the grocery store. We've all heard this, stick to the outside of the grocery store. That's where the fruits and vegetables are and plain meats. And unfortunately, pretty much anything processed is just not good. So I've started making some things from scratch. I make really good banana muffins that Tony and I both really like. It's a quick, as long as you make it ahead of time, you can quickly grab one and you're good to go. So I'm just really grateful for some healthy options and still struggling to find something to solve the eating out issue. It's such a joy to go out to eat with Tony. But even then, there's very few healthy options, and I do the best I can and limit how much we go out to eat. It's really hard to find anything that's healthy. So, really, the best option is to stay at home, eat healthy foods, and you'll feel so much better. And then, anytime you do go out, it'll be a treat. I already do feel so much better. I don't have the pain in my stomach and digestive system that I've had, and the awful and embarrassing gas that I used to have. Very embarrassing. So I just want to encourage people to stay away from the processed foods. And I get emails from different sources about, signing petitions and having chemicals removed from our food. And I think that would be great, but probably our most effective way to fight back is just to not buy them. If they're not making money, then they're going to stop making it that way. And they're going to start removing the chemicals that we're trying to avoid. Also, I've gone to as many organic fruits and vegetables as I can. Again, this can be difficult. Sometimes supply is limited and it is more expensive. So sometimes I do buy the vegetables and fruits that aren't organic, but I often pay for that and it hurts my stomach. So that's another area where we really need to watch the food that we consume for our own health and also for the wellness of our mind. And I hope that this is helpful to you. It took me a long time to realize all this, and I want to save people the pain. Don't worry about the weight. If you have weight to lose, it will come off if you change your eating. The most important thing is to change your eating because the food that's available in grocery stores is making us all sick. So I hope that this helps. And if you would like more information, you can contact me at info@reshapeandrecover.com.